Today, we're going to talk about what you do after you import your products from TpT using a CSV file. One thing you do to make sure you do is go watch the video that's all about the product categories, tags, and attributes, because you're going to want to have all of that set up before you start doing what I talk about now. So I've just imported about 1,400 products, and they're right here under my drafts. So I'm just going to go ahead and select my drafts. And one thing to note is that TpT has a little thing where to mark it not on sale, we have to put in 0. But unfortunately, when you port that over, that is going to mark the product on sale for 0. So it marks it as free. So make sure that as you edit your products, that we're fixing that. So I'm going to go ahead and preview this document, and I'm going to go ahead and click edit. So as I come down here, I have my full description that is imported directly from TpT. Notice that any links you have that link to Teachers Pay Teachers, those are going to link directly back to Teachers Pay Teachers. So one thing you may want to do is change these internal links to your website. And you would do that by simply going to find the product. For example, and I can take this product ID 3933140. All right, so I searched and then I sorted by SKU, and just so that I can make it easier, I'm gonna go ahead and show 200 products up here. And there it is. See, because I had the TpT number, I can find it, 3933141. So what I could do is go ahead, and it's hard to get the link when it's in draft format. So to do that, you have to click edit and then copy that link address. And then I can click edit here, paste that, and click apply. And now that's going to go. So we would want to do that for each of these products. And I haven't imported her bundles yet. Her website is not set up for bundles, but if you had a bundle item, then you could go ahead and take care of that link as well. In a few minutes, and I'm going to show you also another way that we can link up products. And you may just want to do a little formatting. Like, she has everything bolded here, so I'm just going to do a little visual formatting just to help her out. And that's just how it's kind of transferred over from TpT. And for her product, I actually recommend taking this out about TpT and let's get connected, because you're already on the blog and your blog is already connected to your social media. If you want to leave the terms of use, that's fine. I would actually suggest, instead of leaving the terms of use, I would actually just have a terms of use on your website. All right, so let's keep scrolling down for what she has here. For the focus key phrase, you're going to want to think about what this product is about. In this case, I'm just going to put in multiplication game, and you're going to want to edit the snippet, and the snippet is the little description that would appear in a Google search. So I'm going to take just the first couple sentences, usually works, and it's a little bit long. And then we can just add, and you just kind of edit it until you get a green. Perfect. Readability is going to be a little bit different for your products. You can go through and try to troubleshoot that if you'd like. For the social, if you have a specific image that you want to share, a rectangle image, then you can add it here. I am going to go ahead and grab that snippet there, and I'm going to add it to my description here. Okay, so that's for Yoast, and I have a whole nother series on using Yoast and some SEO tips that you might want to look at, but those tips would apply to your products as well. You can also take the snippet that you used here and you can add it as your product short description. And this short description is something that's going to show up on the main title. So right here, it's like the snippet on TpT. It's just the main little description. Something else that I have added to my short descriptions. So I actually copy this information from TpT because I just find that people do ask about it. And I go ahead and I add that to the short description, just right underneath. Now her font uses a special character for that symbol. So I'm just going to change that real quick. So instead of the pipe there, I'm just going to use a dash. I'll fix. So that's just going to go ahead and give them a little bit more information. To be honest, I don't come back and update these pages ever. I never take away pages from a resource. I only add. So if I said 29 pages, but it was actually 32, no one's going to complain. Now I'll come down to your product data. So we have virtual downloadable. For the sale price here, you actually don't want to have it 0. You want to have it blank. Otherwise, it's going to be free. Then you would want to add your file. You'll see I have another video about why I use Dropbox. So you would click add file, create file name, and I have a Dropbox link that I use for testing purposes. So I'm just going to show you, and I always change that to 1. And so on their account, they would see your file name. So in this case, we actually might want you to use Math game, I leave the limit unlimited. I don't let it expire. Inventory, you don't really need to track inventory. This is something you would turn off in WooCommerce. For your linked products, that is where you're going to link back these products right here. So an upsell would be like the bundle. Hey, buy this instead of this single product. The mass set gain one is something that you'd want to do maybe as a cross sell. And so you would search for that product right there. And the cross sell is going to appear right there. To show you what those would look like, I'm going to come down to one of my products and you'll see that you may also like, there's the digital bundle. So that's a bundle of this product that I'm on and another one. And then there's some related products that they might be interested in that I specified. So I would actually go through each of these products and add them as cross sells. And then when you have the bundles in, add the bundles as upsells. For the attributes, if you're choosing to use attributes in your store, and like I said, please watch the other video all about categories, tags, and attributes, then you will want to do that. In this case, grade, she may want to add a grade, and we've already set this up, and maybe it's grade 2. You don't have to use attributes. You may want to put grade as a category. Under advanced, if there's something specific they need to know when they purchase this, you would want to add that. The menu order is not something you need to worry about. You can choose to enable reviews on the product page, and to get more options is just going to be trying to sell you extensions. As far as what type of product it is, most of your downloads are going to be simple products, and then your products as bundles would be a bundle product, but you have to have a special plugin for that. Some people choose to do a variable product if they have the same exact thing but for different grade levels. I usually only recommend that if it is really truly just about identical, except you've adjusted the content for the other grade level. If you have Grow, then you can come in here and you can fill in your social media information for Grow. I have another video on that. Share statistics. Once this is live, this is just going to show you how often it's been shared. If you have ConvertKit, you can choose a form to appear on the bottom, or you can choose a tag to apply to viewers of this page. Now I'm going to go back down the sidebar. So the status right now, it's draft. When you're ready. So right now it's draft. Here it would say published once you click publish, which means it's live. Visibility. You could make it a password protected or private. Private just means administrators can see it. The date it was published, you could change that. Catalog visibility, if you want to publish it, but you want it to be hidden, that means that if someone visited your shop, they couldn't see it, or if someone searched, they couldn't see it, you can do that. I actually do that for some of my products for my clients. I need them to be able to check out, but I don't necessarily want someone to search and buy it randomly. And they come down here, and these are the product categories that you want to go ahead and organize. And if you just need to add one, you just can come in here and you just click. The primary category is the one that kind of most matches. So if you wanted to change it, you could click make primary and it would change it. Product tags, again, you can choose from your most used tags. I only have a few here, but you can just select from the most used, or you can come in here and type them. If there's already a tag, it will search and it will fill it in. If there's not a tag, then you would be able to add it by simply clicking add. You don't need to worry about the WP Rocket options or your template settings. The sidebar options are going to be specific to your theme, and that's something you would want to talk to your developer about as far as your sidebar options go. Your ConvertKit integration, this means over here on the sidebar is if they buy this product, what happens? You can either tag them or send them through a sales funnel. There's your product images right there. Yoast will suggest some things you could link to, and then your product gallery is your other images. And then when you're finished, you can just click publish. If you're not quite ready to publish, you just click save draft. Now I did want to show you a couple extra things from my website just to show you a little bit some of the things that you might want to consider setting up. I have my description down here is part of the WooCommerce tabs. Hers is set up such that she just has the description down here. So on mine, when I edit my product, I'm going to have a couple more options that you would want to think about adding if this is a part of your setup. Most everything else is going to look very similar. So I come down here and I have these custom tabs and I have a preview. And again, I have a whole separate video about how I do previews, but I have my preview embedded. So I had to come in here and add that. If you want to see what the preview looks like, just click the preview tab and you'll see the preview is just embedded right there. So they can look at it or open up in a new window. And then I have my frequently asked questions that I have a store FAQ and then, is this a shipped item? No. I do a point reward system that I use here as well. And then you may have seen that I have a frequently asked questions tab set up here. I have a separate plugin that I use to manage that, but you could also add that as a custom tab if you wanted to. So that's just a quick overview of some things that you're going to have to go in and take care of after you import your TpT products. Let me know if you have any questions.